Hello, welcome back to my corridors. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my corridors. Let me show you the girls. They're both awake. Hello, Ivy. Ivy got out of her cage yesterday, and Mommy had to go track her down. I'm just so lucky that I found her. Yeah, that was a crazy story. Hazel is here. She's a little too chubby to try and escape. But anyway, no, they're both doing okay. Yeah, no, I just have to keep a better eye on them. But anyway, as y'all know by the title of this video, I'm making another concert story time. And this was the best Valentine's Day I've ever spent. I've had a history of bad Valentine's Days, and I'm finally glad I got like a good Valentine's Day for once. And I do wish Derek had been with me when I went to go to this show, and it was just incredible, and I wanted to share with everyone, of course. And I have some rose tea. It's just black tea with rose petals in my little kitty cat mug, because you all know I love kitties. And I got so much merch. It's like, and a lot of stickers. So yeah, no, I just wanted to share. But anyway, so I once again went to the Sunflower Oven, the bakery, but this time I ended up seeing Dead Register, Insomniac, Die with Nature, and Beneath the Kudzu. Die with Nature I've actually seen before, and I'll kind of briefly discuss them right now. Die with Nature, they originally started out being a punk band, but now they're more of a sludge metal band, and I've met their members, and they're so nice. They are from Jackson. I was going to go see them when I saw Gravehuffer and Chief City, when I saw Chief City the first time, but one of them got sick. So, you know, I saw Die with Nature back in January. It was on 119, you know, Lacuna Coil fans know 119, but anyway, and I got to talk to their front man. His name is Michael, and yeah, I asked him about that, and yeah, no, one of their members got sick, and you know, that's why they didn't end up showing. But anyway, I was glad to see Die with Nature one time. I saw them with a crust punk band from Nashville called Family Dog, and Family Dog was so fun to watch. And I got to talk to their singer, and he was so funny. Gosh, he kind of reminded me of Gigi Allen, just without throwing shit at people. But yeah, no, and I do have a Family Dog shirt somewhere. I think it might be in my dirty laundry. But anyway, let me get something I've been meaning to show. The first time I saw Die with Nature, I got some hot sauce. They do make their own hot sauce, and this has like a really smoky flavor. Gosh, it tastes like a spicy barbecue sauce. It's so good. But you know, I got this the first time I saw Die with Nature, and I bought it, and I was able to put a sticker on there, whatever sticker I wanted on the hot sauce. It's really good. Michael makes his own hot sauce, and he told me that he like grills it over his grill and gives it a smoky flavor. The reason I didn't make a concert story time about that one is because, well, I'm gonna see Die with Nature again, so yeah. I also didn't like the first band that played with Die with Nature and Family Dog. They were called Eyes Like Yours. I didn't hate them. They were just pop punk, and I don't like pop punk, so yeah, no, I didn't. That band was like, it was a good opener, but it just wasn't a band I would be into. But anyway, if y'all like pop punk, do check out Eyes Like Yours. I think they are from Mississippi. But I could be wrong. But anyway, yeah, no, Die with Nature is good, and I was excited to see them again. And I ended up seeing Family Dog, the first time I saw Die with Nature, and Family Dog just started, and they're going to have an album in the springtime. They don't have any streaming or music yet, but when they do, I will show all of you, and definitely, because they are really good, and when I saw them, their singer was so nice. He was really cool. But anyway, I'll get into this show. But anyway, Dead Register is from Atlanta. They're kind of like the doom gaze genre that I had been talking about. Insomniac, there's so many bands called Insomniac, so it's hard to figure out which one is which, but this one was from Atlanta. Both Dead Register and Insomniac are from Atlanta, Georgia, and they're both really good. I highly recommend them. I will, again, leave in the description what they sound like. Insomniac does not have any streaming. They do not have any music on Spotify or Deezer or anything, so not yet, but I'm sure they will in the future. So when they do, I will definitely show y'all. I can find some live like shows that they did for y'all to get an idea of what they sound like. Um, so yeah, I saw Die With Nature and Beneath the Kudzu. So Die With Nature, I'm gonna call them sludge metal because they are sludge metal. They started out being punk and they just kind of figured out what they wanted to sound like. So now they're sludge metal. Beneath the Kudzu, doom gaze, or not doom gaze, just doom metal, sludge metal. That's what they are. They're one of those heavy metal bands that's in the circle of heavy metal bands from Vicksburg, Mississippi. So, and they're from Vicksburg. So I'm trying to think of what I did before the show. I worked and I busted my ass and I felt horrible afterwards. I'm starting to realize I'm not liking my job as much anymore, so I'm currently in the process of looking for another job. I don't hate my job. I just have too many reasons of why I want to look for another one, but I'm not going to get into that. So yeah, no, I got off work and I got a chance to go get some Olive Garden before I went to the show, and Olive Garden is always good. I don't care if it's real Italian food. I am Italian, but I still love it. So, yeah, no, Olive Garden is good. I just killed time, but anyway, I got to the show, and I bought tickets in advance, because why not? And I just wanted to make sure that I finally had a good Valentine's Day for once. So yeah, no, a metal show on Valentine's Day, pretty good. But anyway, so one of the members of Beneath the Kudzu, I said in my last video, is part of Chief City. His name is Brandon, and I'm friends with him on Facebook, and he follows my Instagram, and I follow him. He's also in Beneath the Kudzu. He might be in another band, but I could be wrong. But, you know, he's definitely in Chief City and Beneath the Kudzu. So, you know, Brandon saw me, and he waved at me, and he talked to me, he greeted me, he shook my hand. He's like, you know, how you doing? How you feeling? And I told him, I'm tired, I just got off work. And he was with the frontman of Dead Register, and I forgot the guy's name, but I can't remember. I'm gonna have to go research. He told me his name, but it went in one ear and came out the other, but I remember his face, and he was so friendly. You know, the singer of Dead Register, he's like, you know, hi, I'm part of Dead Register, and he introduced himself to me and shook hands with me, and that was really nice. You know, he was very friendly, and I'm gonna go back to him in a little bit. But anyway, I also went outside to go briefly text with Derek, just, you know, talk to him, because I really wish he had come with me to this show, because it's a metal show on Valentine's Day, and I wanted him to come with me, obviously. Beneath the Kudzu started setting up their merch booth, and, so I was, like, sitting in a chair next to the merch booth, like, it was a very comfy chair, and one of the members, I think it was their drummer, he's like, I was looking at the merch booth. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna buy merch later. And then he hands me a sticker, and this is the sticker he gave me. And I'm like, oh, for me, that's so sweet. And they were free. Beneath the Kudzu. They had a shirt for this design, and I wish I had bought a shirt for this design. So maybe next time I see them, I'll get that shirt. I did buy a Beneath the Kudzu shirt. Let me see which one. It's just their logo, Beneath the Kudzu. Very good design, a very good band. I will definitely let y'all listen. I also bought like a sleeve, like this, like a sleeve for beer and canned good, like, not, excuse me, canned drinks. A beer sleeve. I don't know what these are called, actually, but I just call it a beer sleeve. But anyway, I will be enjoying my non-alcoholic beer with this, or my V8 juice, or whatever. Anyway, I also asked for some hot tea at the bakery, because I've been there before, and I asked for some hot tea to make tea, and they have tea bags. So I got my tea, I got some English breakfast, and really hit the spot. It made me feel better after, you know, busting my ass at work. But anyway, so the drummer of Insomniac, his name is Emus. I had been pronouncing that name wrong. I thought it was Amos, but it's Emus. But anyway, he saw my vest, and he, like, you know, was like, oh, don't mind me, I just wanted to see the vest. And I'm like, okay, no, go ahead. You know, and I showed him, I turned around, did like a 360 of it, and he was so friendly, and he just wanted, you know, he and I just sparked up conversation about, like, lots and lots of things. So I asked him, hey, can I sit down with next to you? He's like, sure, go ahead. So I just talked to him about random stuff, like, bands I listen to, concerts I'm going to. He knows about Black Tusk. Apparently Insomniac did tour with Black Tusk once, but I guess I didn't see it. But anyway, and I talked to him about, work and my dream jobs, and, just, he was so chill and he was so friendly. Um, and it was just nice. I sat with my tea and just talked to Emus, talked to somebody, and it felt so good because I can't remember the last time I just sat down and talked with somebody and just had a cup of tea or something and just sat down and just really enjoyed a good conversation with somebody. Like, I can't remember the last time I did that. So that was just so good. But anyway, no, that was a really good experience. And typically when I go to metal shows, I'm able to do that. And I'm not able to do that with anybody at work, really. No, and that really makes me sad, but or just in general. But yeah, no, that was really nice talking to the drummer of Insomniac and just just sitting with my cup of tea, just sitting next to him, just talking to him, and that felt really, really good. Um, there was a girl giving out like Valentines. She made like metal related Valentines and whatnot, and I thought it was so cool. It had some candy, and I ate it. I don't really like candy that much, as much as I used to, but I still ate it anyway, because why not? So, here's what mine read. It says, Our love is like a prog metal song. It never ends. And of course, Tool. And I do like Tool. I'm not crazy about prog metal. I could possibly get into it, but I've never just sat down and really explored the genre much. But anyway, maybe one day I will. I'm trying to keep an eye on my hamsters. As you can see, I've become a helicopter mom ever since Ivy escaped the cage. I'm hearing noises. It's probably the hamsters. The weather's getting warmer, and I'm like always worried that roaches are gonna get in my room, because I've had my fair share of roaches in my room. But anyway, and I just really just talked to everybody, and so I ended up talking to somebody I knew like on the internet. He's from the local area of Mississippi, and he's like he was like really happy to know that I'm into local music. His name is Joe, and I think he watches my channel. Hi, Joe. So he promised, like, he and I messaged each other. He agreed to give me some this is like all on a flash drive, just stuff about local bands and whatnot. Because I mentioned Flinghammer, and like he was really happy to know, because he's involved in all these local projects, and he had his friend with him too. His friend's name was Chance, and they're both in a band too. So he said it's going to take a couple days to get through this, but you know what? It's okay. So maybe after I get done with the video, I'll plug it into my computer and look at it. Just a flash drive. And I also learned, and he and I just sat and talked about, and he told me the history of all these bands, like local bands. Some of them are metal bands too. And I learned more about the band Flinghammer because of him. Apparently, they were big back in the day, and they were even on MTV, and I was very surprised to hear that. It's just a shame they're not as well known anymore, and they've always just been more of a local band. But, Flinghammer is good, and I learned a lot more because of him. So, I'll definitely look at this flash drive later on. And I'm going to one by one show the merch and stuff that I got. Anyway, the show started, and Beneath the Kudzu was the first band to play, and oh my god, they were so good. That's like one of the best starter bands I've ever seen. Like, one of the best bands, period. Just, if the ground shakes, it's a new metal band, and the ground was shaking, and oh gosh, they were so heavy, and they sounded so good. And they need more appreciation. Beneath the Kudzu. I really enjoyed their set, and it was good to watch. And I'm glad I got a shirt for them. And maybe next time I'll get another shirt too, a different one. Kudzu is a type of plant. Just so y'all know. I don't know. It might not. I don't know if it's poisonous or not. But anyway, it grows a lot over here in Mississippi. So, yeah, in case y'all are wondering what kudzu is, it's a plant. Anyway, and I paid for merch, and I was able to get a shirt in my size. One of the members helped me. I can't remember what instrument he played. Brandon is like their main like front man, I think. So the guy, his name was Bobby. I can't remember. He might have been the bass player, but I could be wrong. I can't remember what he was. He wasn't the drummer, I know that. But he helped me get the shirt, and I was able to get one in my size. He didn't stay for the whole show. The rest of Beneath the Kudzu stayed and watched the rest of the show. He didn't. Bobby didn't, because he had something going on. And I just hope, whatever is going on, I hope he's doing okay. Anyway, Beneath the Kudzu was really, really good. I highly recommend. I will definitely leave in the description what they sound like, because they need more appreciation. And I just continued to talk to people throughout the set, and I got a sparkling water and the beer sleeve. I also walked up to the merch booth, and Michael, the singer of Die with Nature, was there. So I was like, I don't know if you remember me. Oh yeah, I definitely remember you, because I walked up to him and talked to him the last time I saw Die with Nature. No, he definitely remembered me. And Die with Nature follows my Instagram, and I guess I appear in their feed, so they know who I am. And when I saw Die with Nature the first time, I mentioned that to him, that y'all follow my Instagram. And yeah, no, he knew who I was. He was like, yeah, you definitely look familiar. But anyway, Die with Nature played next. I also got another beer sleeve for Die with Nature. I didn't care what color it was. I just wanted a beer sleeve. Just get some goodies. I can have something with the hot sauce. But anyway, Die with Nature played. I was introduced to Die with Nature because I was going to see them with Gravehopper, but they didn't show up. But anyway, the first album I heard by Die with Nature was the album The Farm, and Michael was actually not on The Farm. Like, I guess the more the band had been longer, like going on, I guess they kept having like new members coming. Yeah, no, The Farm was definitely like a sludge punk album. And now they're more of like stoner rock and sludge metal. They kind of remind me of Caius, and they're really, really good. And the first time I saw Die with Nature, I was just surprised that, what I heard on The Farm was not what they sound like now. So now they did play songs from The Farm, and they just sound way heavier now that they're doing the sludge metal thing. They were a good band, and I knew they were going to be good, so they definitely play songs that I knew, and they're so funny, and that was a good band to see. Die with Nature, and I highly recommend them. I'll put like 2 different songs in the description, one of them from The Farm and the other like their newer stuff. But anyway, The Farm I think came out 2021, I think, but I could be wrong, but it's an older album. So I'll let y'all do a comparison of what they sound like. I also got to talk to Michael's wife. I just talked to her at the merch booth. And I actually talked to a bunch of people that actually do follow my Instagram or had seen me at other shows. Yeah, no, sometimes the same people do go to these shows, and that's really cool that I get to see the same people. We all kind of know each other in this underground scene. I got to talk to Michael's wife, and she complimented my Death Clock pin, and she said that's her favorite band, and I thought that was cool. She also noticed my Shadow Clan pin on, because y'all know that I love the Warrior Cats series, the Warrior series by Aaron Hunter, because like I wanted to add like something fantasy related to my vest, because I love warriors and I love the fantasy series about cats. So y'all know I have the pin for Shadow Clan, because I'm a Shadow Clan girly. She saw it and she thought it was Brack from, if any of y'all know Space Ghost, the characters from that show. That's like an old show, and I do know about it. I can understand why she thought it was Brack, because it kind of does look like Brack. When I ordered that pin, it was like a totally different design of what like the picture was. Instead, they gave me like a geometric pin, which I was cool with it, because I still know it's Shadow Clan and it's still Warriors, and I'm glad to explain. I like to talk about the things I like, and I have no problem explaining. So yeah, no, I'm glad I could educate somebody about that. Yeah, I was like, oh no, this is for a book series I like. It's called Warriors. It's a fantasy series about cats, and they live in the woods, and yeah, because that is what it's about. But anyway, I thought that was kind of funny. quite a few people, and even the front man of Dead Register, um, the one patch that people noticed in that got the most attention was my Stormtroopers of Death patch. It's like at the back and it's at the bottom. Um, and that is really, really cool. The Stormtroopers of Death don't get enough appreciation, and I was really glad that some, like actually quite a few people even noticed. um, so yeah, no, the singer of Dead Register comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, we were just singing the song Kill Yourself by SOD." I'm like, "I love SOD. They are so underrated, and I really miss them." And he's like, "I also love the MOD too." And the MOD is Billy Milano's other band besides Stormtroopers of Death. I think they stand for Method of Destruction. I like them. They are funny. They're just as funny, also not PC, but they're pretty funny. uh, and I'm glad that's the very first time I heard anybody mention MOD, and I think that is really, really cool. My favorite song by MOD is Bubble Butt, and I was telling him that, and he responded with "She's so fat." That's the lyrics of the song Bubble Butt. You know, I like MOD, and I'm glad somebody mentioned them. Um, I did get to talk to the keyboardist of uh of Dead Register. So Dead Register, they only have like a bass player slash singer, keyboardist, and drummer. They only have 3 members. I think 2 of them are a husband and wife, and they're really nice, and they sound ridiculously heavy. You know, they don't have a guitar player, but they are really, really good. Um, you know, Brandon ended up introducing me to the keyboardist. Because she's really pretty. I think her name is April. Yeah, I think it's like spelled a different way, but like Avril or something like that. But no, people said April. I mean, so we called her April. You know, I walked up to her and said, "You're really, really pretty." She's like, "Oh, thank you," and she is. And Brandon was next to her, and he ended up introducing me. He's like, "Yeah, she's really sweet. This is Amelia. She's really sweet. She always comes to these shows and supports us." And I was also able to get a pin. And let me grab my purse real quick. I got a new purse. My old black craft one is falling apart, and it's so jacked up now, and I feel bad because I mean, I got my money's worth, and I still have the purse, and I probably should discard it because I can't use it anymore because I had to put safety pins back on to make sure it wouldn't fall off. I can't tell you how many times that I've been out in public and the straps just fell off because it's old and broken. But anyway, I'm starting a battle purse. I made it up, and I was even telling April this. So, I got a Dead Register pin. This was from my old Motorhead patch. Unfortunately, I bought so many patches for my vest to revamp it that I didn't think about putting the Motorhead one back on, and I forgot about it, and I feel bad. But anyway, I cut it up and I put Motorhead on. So, and I ordered a bunch more patches, and I'm waiting on them, so they'll all go on here. And I can't wait to show y'all when it's complete. It might take a while, but this is my battle purse. I love doing DIY. So, yeah. So one thing that really happened that was kind of embarrassing, so my Marduk pin, I guess the top of it fell off and the paper for the Marduk logo fell off. Thankfully, I was able to put it back on. I think my purse kind of triggered it and made it fall off. So it was a little embarrassing, but you know, it was all good. I was able to fix it, and I just need to make sure that like they're clamped really, really good. Thankfully, it wasn't broken. It just the outer top just came off. But it was okay. I just need to make sure. I put my purse underneath my vest. That way that doesn't happen again. And that's probably what I'm going to do from now on. When I wear my vest out in public, I'm going to put my purse under the vest. Yeah. I also later on got a Dead Register shirt, and I love this shirt so much. It's looks very mathematical. April actually designed the logos and the designs for the shirts herself. I think that's really cool. So Insomniac played, and they were super duper good. They had a good crowd, and they had a light show and a backdrop and a projector having their name, and they had like a colorful kind of a get up. They had like colorful lights. They didn't have any fog machines this time with the bands, but anyway, the colorful lights were really cool. They were really good. They need more appreciation too. I just wish they had some physical media or just some like recorded songs that I could just support them on. But yeah, no, they were really good and they had a good show. I also got some stickers for free. I got like so many stickers. I'm gonna have to find a place. I could put one of them on my car maybe. Um, I also got like a green shirt for them for Insomniac. Got the Illuminati symbol. I just decided to get something a little different. This is like a very dark green, and as weird as it sounds, I do like this shade of green. So yeah, this is a really good. You know, they had a good set. They were really cool. And the ghost guys in that band were just so nice. Everyone at this show was really nice and they were so funny, and it's really good knowing that we have like a community and we're all friends here, and it makes me so good that everyone's nice to each other here, and it just gives me this sense of belonging, and it feels really good knowing that I can have that. But yeah, no. So I bought that shirt and I was given the stickers for free. The bass player, I can't remember his name. Um, I paid for the stuff on Venmo. I think I have his name. Let me just check through my emails real quick because I he had a very short name. I His name was Van. Okay, Van. He introduced himself to me. He said Happy Valentine's Day. I'm like, oh, thank you too. And all the bands said Happy Valentine's Day at the beginning of their set because it is Valentine's Day. I don't like Valentine's Day typically. Like I said, I've just had a history of bad Valentine's Days, but this one definitely made up for all that. But anyway, he was really friendly, so social, and he also, we were able to talk. He helped me get the shirt and find one in my size, and we talked. He's another or I'm a former military kid, not anymore. But he also was a military kid too, and it was really cool to talk to another one about that. And I told him you're really, really good. And I didn't get pictures with all the bands, just except with Dead Register. I don't know. I was like too tired to really get pictures with everyone, but because I had just gotten off work and I was really exhausted. Really, I still wanted to go because because it's a metal show on Valentine's Day, and I wanted to do something nice for myself after a stressful long week. Um, you know, um, Van was really nice, and he helped me get the shirt, and that is a really good shirt. And I'm gonna enjoy wearing all these shirts. Um, that was the last shirt I had. Y'all can see that I'm wearing one of them today. So, yeah. Um, it was so sweet. Everyone was just so nice and so funny and so friendly, and it just gave me this sense of safety and belonging, and that's something that everybody needs. So the last band to play was Dead Register. Let me tell you, they blew my mind. That was so good. That set was so good. I am so glad I came. They were absolutely incredible. They don't have a guitarist, but they sound so heavy, and the keyboards were so good, and they only have 3 members, but they were so good. And I'm glad I came, and I definitely can see myself listening to them more because they need more appreciation. I'm so glad they came to Jackson. Yeah. At the end, I was able to get I was able to get 3 pictures. I just chose one to upload, and y'all who follow my Instagram know that I posted a picture of me and Dead Register. Um, and they were so funny. So, oh my gosh, this was like the funniest thing ever. Um, anyway, so we were like all huddled together on the floor. Somebody took our picture. The 2 boys in the band were, I probably can't even say it on YouTube on camera. They were making jokes about having gay sex. And I just looked at them and like Ken Jeong from Community. I look at them, I'm like, ha, gay. And they're like, we're all gay here. I'm like, well, so am I. I swear they are some of the funniest people ever. And that really just made my night. Anyway, I picture them. And actually earlier, so anyway, the singer of Dead Register offered to give me a sweaty hug, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm cool with that. So I hugged all 3 of them, and that was so cool. And I really hope I can see them again because they were so cool and they were so funny. And I hope they come back to Jackson or just somewhere near me. But that was a great show. Oh, So the singer ended up giving me a guitar pick, you know, he just willingly gave it to me, and I thought that was really cool. So one thing during the set, I guess like the drummer frequently loses his drumsticks. Um, so I felt something at my feet. I felt something at my shoe, and I'm like, and I saw it, and it's a drumstick. I'm like, where the hell did this come from? But I thought it was cool, and I'm like, oh, cool, I got a drumstick because I love collecting drumsticks and whatnot from the bands if I can. So this is from Dead Register, and I can remember it's got tape on it. I have another drumstick, and that's from Adam from Horseburner, and I know that's from him because it's like broken, kind of. So, and this one has tape on it, so I'll be able to tell the difference. If not, I can put tape on it and indicate which one was which. So anyway, so I walked up to them like, and I'm like, hey, was this one of y'all's drumsticks? He's like, oh yeah, and then he just, they let me keep it, and I thought that was really cool. But anyway, that's pretty much it. I went home, and then I found out Ivy got out of her cage, but I was able to get her out. She was hanging out in my closet. I saw her running across the floor, and she ended up going in my closet, and it took me 20 minutes to get her out. So I was able to get her in her ball and back in her cage, and she's safe. I'm gonna keep an eye on them. I put something on top of that little hole in her cage. I think like on the top. It was like that when I bought it. So I'm not letting them out of their cage. I mean, maybe I'll put them. Well, unless I put them in the playpen or put them in the ball so I can clean their cage. So no, I'm not gonna keep them in there forever. No, I'm just gonna keep a sharper eye on them. That way they don't escape. But anyway, I'm okay, and I slept, and I got like 12 hours of sleep. Probably a little too much, but I'm okay. But anyway, I mean, all right, that's it. I had a really good show. That was one of the best shows I've ever been to in like period. So yeah, that was really really good, and I can't like I can't express that enough. But anyway, I'll leave in the description all these bands. But anyway, that's pretty much it. I hope y'all like this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, whatever, and I'll see y'all later and stay metal.